My name is Durante Polite, and this is the Polite Way Basketball channel. Before we go any further, please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell so that whenever I do a video, you'll be notified of it. This next drill, I think everybody needs to include it in what they do. It really helped our team this year as far as moving the basketball. I got it from a guy named Matt Hackenberg. His the link to his X post or tweet, whatever you want to call it, I have it down in the description so you can check it out. But it was great with helping us understand, once we get an advantage on a kick out, we're making decisions quick. We're not allowing the defense to get set back up. We want to continue to put pressure on defense, whether it's being able to hit that shot, whether it's attacking a long closeout, or whether it's making that one more pass. And so this is a great drill for that. It's the shot, drive, read, progression drill. So you're gonna see that there are gonna be different iterations to kind of build up into that live play. And again, I think it was maybe halfway through the season, and I don't know if I was watching a practice or watching a game, and I was like, man, we're moving the ball so much better. And I just gotta give it to this drill. So I'm excited to do this drill next year because we're gonna explore so many more options out of it. But yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think.
Presented to you by the Playbook Journal.
So the first setup is over here to the left. You're gonna have two lines. On the baseline, on the block, they're gonna be making passes out to corresponding lines, and they're gonna close out on those lines, like a 60% closeout. We want the players to be able to get the shots off. So I have my players to line up and get to where their range is. So some people are shooting threes, some people are shooting twos, but we want them to be able to get the pass off on a kick out. So you'll see that here. So you can see we have two lines going on, making the passes out, closing out, again, 60, 70%. The shooters are getting at their range. So we have some taking threes, we have some taking twos, but we want them to work on just knowing that they can get the shot off first. So we have it to where, I think with this group, I set it to where we make 15. And then once we get to 15, then we end up switching. A couple things that we're emphasizing here also is calling out names on the pass and then just having enthusiasm in the back of the lines. And we emphasize a lot of touches. So notice as they switch the sides of the court, you see players touching hands. And now we go to the other side. So players can get the reps from both sides of the court. Again, I have, some post players that are testing themselves and shooting threes, and then we have players shooting the mid-range. So the next part of the progression is now players got to put the ball on the floor. So we get the passing lines a little bit closer, or they have a little bit stronger of a closeout. We'll have one side going to the paint, the other side going to the baseline, shooting at the floaters or mid-range pull-ups. So for us, we had all pull-ups with my group. I think next year when we do it, we'll add floaters and things like that in there. But you can customize it and make it however you want to. It's just the next part of the progression. So we still have two lines. The one line is still passing from that baseline area. They're attacking the middle. That's like attacking a long closeout on a kickout situation. The line on the right wing, that's kind of like if your defender's playing in the gap, there's a drive that takes place, they gap that, and then on a pass out, they're trying to recover back to you. But now you're ripping and going and getting to the baseline again for that pull up. Even there, I would like for it to probably take one more dribble instead of just being a one dribble pull up. And again, they can work on floaters here as well. Notice I'm in the middle so that they have someone to shoot over in the middle, just getting a hand up, a little adversity. And this is the first day we've done this drill. Remember, this is the second phase. First phase was getting a shot off. The second phase is showing it, ripping it, attacking the closeout, getting closer to the basket for the shot. So we did not do this next progression. I think it is an important progression, something that you can do, attacking the closeout in a one-on-one scenario. We did something differently, but again, the link to his tweet or X post is in my description, so you can see exactly how he had it written up. I do think this is a great step. We just did something differently. So for us, We wanted to work on what some of our movement would be on middle drives. So here on this, we have three lines here, one on the left wing, one towards the slide or the top, and then we have one in the weak corner. And so on this middle drive, we want to emphasize this top line, giving space on this drive. And then the person that's in the corner, like they're in the corner because if there's a baseline drive, they're going to be ready for the drift pass. But then once it goes middle and that pass goes out top, as you can see here, we want them to lift up just a little bit to make that a shorter pass for the one more. So we're really focusing on the one more pass in this progression for us. And again, do what your skill set allows you to do. So if you're a three-point shooter, take the three. If not, maybe that's a rip on the closeout, and then you're able to get to the pull-up or to the floater or get all the way to the cup. So here what I'm emphasizing, I don't know if you know you can rewind it. A few of the clips before, their shoulders was basically facing out to the wing. So they were driving, basically playing the drill, driving to where they're going to pass. Where the idea of this is like, no, you're attacking the basket. The help comes to get there to stop you. And so then you come to a jump stop and then make the pass out. But their shoulders, because they're playing the drill, all their shoulders were faced towards the wing. So you got to keep that in mind when you're going through drills, especially without live defense, just helping them to have the imagination and see like what you're really trying to accomplish, and you don't want to get any bad habits. In a little bit, I'll change where I'm starting so they can kind of get the idea a little bit better. I'll start a little bit higher in the gap, and then I'll come down to help to kind of emphasize, them really attacking the basket. So right here, watch, I'm gonna make this change. Watch her, she's getting downhill, and that's what we want. So this is the last part of the progression, 3-on-3 drill. The defense starts at a disadvantage. The offense drive until someone stops you. The help comes over. Now you're going to come to a stop, kick it out. And on that kick out, that is a shot, that is a pass, or there's a drive. You cannot, hold the ball or size up or anything like that. So I'm going to show you a few of those possessions. Again, this is our first day doing it. Show you a few of those possessions. And really, you can make it whatever you want it to be. So there are going to be some things that I'm going to add to it next year that I'm really excited to kind of build on the drill. So on this first one, she's going to drive, kick it out. There's going to be a three that's taken. They're going to get the offensive rebound, so it's still going to be live. But when they hold the ball, it's a turnover. So right here, she didn't take the shot. She got the shot fake, didn't drive off of it. So that was a turnover. And I know it wasn't off of a drive, but we still had the defense scrambling. She's a three-point shooter. She had the shot available, and she didn't take it. So here on this next one, drive, come to a stop. She attacks the basket, and she took a shot over three people, not the shot that we want. And so as we did this more and more, we stopped taking those type of shots. That's why I love this drill. That's why I love this concept. So on this one, we get a drive, came to a stop, make the pass. This probably could have been a shot fake drive, but hey, like she's working on this part of her game, so I have no problem with her taking that shot. So this one, drive, came to a stop. Probably could have drove a little bit harder there. Kick it out, not a great pass. Catch, drive, and then she got too deep. So again, first day of us doing the drill, but this is great, learning like, hey, and as we progress throughout the year, we stop making those type of decisions. Let's get to some good ones here. Drive, she gaps, kick it out. Great finish. All right, we're going to replay that. Now, what I like about this is watch on the catch. She's going to show it just to get the defender up a little bit. They didn't fully jump, but she got him up in the air just a little bit and then was able to get to a nice one-on-one finish. So this is where that one-on-one progression comes in. Drive here. They gap too much. Boom, she can get that off. Knock down. Everybody needs that, right? This is a post player. Drive. They don't help enough in the gap. Boom, she gets to the finish. Great job. Now on this, drive. Boom, came to a stop. Now later on, that pass right there became a running pass, and it was an automatic turnover, right? So We emphasized coming to stops, so anytime they make a running pass, it became an automatic turnover. Now here you're going to see, watch, stop, defense overruns it, we get a good pass, and then we attack on the backside. So this is why we like stop passes. We don't want running passes. So she came to a stop, the defense overran it. Now she was able to make the pass. And then we played this out, so she got the and one there, give her opportunity to get to the free throw line and play it live from there. Now we're going to switch it to a baseline drive. But she jumped and it was tipped, automatic turnover. Now I will say I don't have a problem with you jumping to make a pass. I do have problems with jumping to find one. So here's jump pass, it wasn't tipped, not deflected, so I didn't call anything there. She catches, drive, jab, drive. We don't allow the defense to get back set up by holding the ball. So that was a good possession. And then on this last one, remember our third progression was a little bit different. So here's a middle drive, over into the one more. Defense doesn't get closed out all the way. She knocks the shot down. So I hope you enjoy that. That's the shot, drive, read, progression drill. You're, again, able to progress through the options. You saw I did something a little bit different than what Matt had out there. Matt is a great source for a lot of basketball drills. So when you go to that his link below, make sure you check him out. He's on everything. He's on Twitter or X. He's on LinkedIn. I'm pretty sure he has a YouTube page. So he has a lot of really good resources for you. But yeah, let me know what you think about the drill. Again, I think it changed the way our team, like on those drives, instead of taking tough shots and you know, we didn't even talk about the movement parts of it, but instead of taking those tough shots on those kickouts, and then people making quicker decisions on those kickouts. And so if it's a drill that you like, let me know. If there are modifications, if you do something like it, let me know, post a video so I can check that out as well. Again, we're a community, we want to learn, we want to grow. But until next time, I'm signing out. Oh, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. It's the polite way. Have a good one.